Welcome to another amazing episode of the Honourable Football Diaries, the football podcast where banter meets bold takes and no position is offside. Are you a fan of the entertaining tiki-taka? Do you support the conservative counter-attack or you support the pragmatic pack-the-ball style of play? Whether you support the English Premier League, La Liga, French Ligue 1, Italian Serie A, Bundesliga, or the Nigerian Professional Football League, we've got you covered on Honourable Football Diaries. My name is Honourable Template and I'm your host for this podcast. My guest on today's episode is a legend. When it comes to sport journalism in Nigeria, is up there. He's a sport journalist par excellence. He's a sport administrator par excellence. He's the director of sport MFM Global. He's the chairman Sporting Lagos Football Club of Nigeria. He's a Manchester United fan and also the CEO of Global Media. I'm talking about no other person than the legendary Mr. Godwin Enakhena. Mr. Godwin, it's a huge honor and privilege to have you on Honourable Football Diaries. Thank you very much for answering my call.
When an honourable invites you, do you have a choice? You just brought me to my natural habitat, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. I must say I'm a huge fan of yours. I've known you since the day of LTV. There's these sport programs you normally do, I think 9 a.m. to 10. Then when you move to Top Sport on Top Radio, you and your colleagues, the Kufurekpes of this world, Omarfo Akatuba, I've known you since way back 2008, 2007. That's like over 15, 17 years. And you are a mentor to me. As I'm talking, I'm starstruck.
You know why? At least yours is better. There are some persons that will tell me, look, I started watching you when I was in secondary school. I'm married now. I've got 4 or 5 kids. So they make me look like an old man, but at least yours was 2007. Some started watching me as far back as 1996. Wow. So the difference is always the same.
That's why people like me are still a baby in this.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
So just to get on with the program, my first question to you will be, what do you think of the state of affairs of the Nigerian football clubs? Well, how do you think the way our clubs are being managed, the administration of our clubs, our leagues, what do you think we can do to match with, to be at par with the South African leagues and also the North African leagues?
That's a lovely question and gives me an opportunity of educating a lot of persons. I've said this over time and I'm going to repeat it again. The problem of the level we are, club football, has to do with government. I've said this repeatedly, that if you don't fix Nigeria, nothing will work. And I'm going to throw that question back to you, Honourable. Can you point out one thing that is working in Nigeria? So if nothing is working, where do you think that sport should work? Successive governments see sport, they used to call it Ministry of Play.
Wow.
That's what they used to call it. So, it's as simple as that. A nation where you have a league that has 20 club sides, and 18 of them are run by governors.
Yes.
And these governors see them as PR tools, or they just see them as CSR. An opportunity to job for the boys. For you to be a club chairman, you don't have to have any experience.
Wow.
It is how much of
connection.
Battle, not connection.
Oh, sorry.
How well did you fight during the election? How many ballot boxes did you snatch? Some of them, I'm not saying all of them, there are some that are qualified to be club administrators or sport administrators in Nigeria. So I've said this again. Government has a responsibility. And 3. 1, government's job is to provide an enabling environment. That's why if any nation wants to hold any big competition, FIFA must speak with the government of that nation. That's number 1, enabling. Number 2, government must provide infrastructure. Stadiums,
and we are lacking in
all those things we don't have.
Yes.
Number 3, government job is to provide grants, equipment,
facilities.
Facility falls under a different. This we're talking about grants. Nigeria, the team is traveling somewhere. The government says, okay, through the Ministry of Sport or Sport Commission, okay, free ticket for you to go. Okay, we're giving you this and that. That's the job of government. I've never heard of government paying, bonuses, win bonuses to players. That's not the job of government. I keep saying that if you want to be Nigerian Football Federation president and you don't have what it takes to bring money into it, because it's a big brand,
yes,
don't go there. Make that house, Dankaro house, unattractive. How? you must sign an undertaking that when I come here, I will not be begging government to give me money. Government can, but they should not be the ones to take care of you, as it were. So, in summary, the challenge is we have not faced Nigeria. We have refused to see sport as a big business. We just say it by mouth, but we have refused to run the race.
Does that mean there's no hope for our league?
You see, we will just continue to take the baby steps.
Because somebody like me, I often watch the South African League once in a while, and they show it on cable networks.
Do governors run football clubs in South Africa?
You're valid.
I mean, government, I say again, government is not in the business of making profit. Government is in the business of what? Rendering services. So when you ask government to run football club, what do? They see it as social service. They see it as PR. So if you win, the governor, sport-loving governor.
They've done well.
That's why you see a governor gives a football club a second-hand vehicle from Belgium, and they say the governor has given the club a brand new bus. People are not using buses anymore. Yeah. We are celebrating a 13-seater for 30-something people that are on a journey from Sokoto to Lagos. You know, we have a long... Yes, like I said, it's baby steps. Elegbele is there today, and it will tell you for free that the league does not have a sponsor. Are you aware that the league does not have a sponsor? Yes. If we didn't have a GTI to come up, a company, GTI, pays the salaries of the staff of the Nigerian Premier Football League. That same company gives 10 million each to the 20 club sites at the start of every season. Wow. This same company pays match officials, accommodation, feeding, transportation. This same company pays 150 or 200 million to the winners of the league in Nigeria. Wow. Imagine there was no GTI. Wow. I always ask them, Nelson, I can't see what you guys are seeing. Are you putting so much into all of this? The return on investment, where is it coming from? But their faith is so strong, and I want to believe that we are going somewhere. It will be rewarded at the end of the day. How soon is what I cannot say.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria. You know, Nigeria currently, I think we are 5th in Africa, and we are 44th in FIFA World Ranking. On your own assessment, CAF aside, FIFA aside, how do you assess the Super Eagles based on our last Nations Cup, current qualifying fixtures, and World Cup qualifiers, African Nations Cup qualifiers? How do you assess the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Shambolic.
Wow.
Nothing else to add.
Wow.
We have played that many games. We want to go to the World Cup. And they put us in a group where we have Lesotho, a group where you have Zimbabwe, Rwanda, a group where you have Rwanda.
And we are struggling.
Benin Republic.
I read one of your interviews that you did with Punch newspaper way back, I think 2022, I think after the World Cup, where the person that interviewed you asked you how you felt when the Super Eagles of Nigeria didn't make it to the and you said it was one of the toughest period of your... If we don't make it, how will this feel?
If we don't make it?
Let me even throw this at you. Do you think we will qualify for the World Cup?
I'm not a prophet. I've never said I was one. So only a prophet...
But you're a man of God.
Yeah, a man of God. My calling is not to see the result of football. You know, so I can't tell you. Even though I'm optimistic,
yes, of course, as every Nigerian should.
We can qualify, but hey, it's not in our hands. That's
it's definitely.
But we have to play our role. Yes, we have to beat. We have to win our remaining games. It's not huge. You see, we don't lack talent.
Yes, we don't. It's management.
We don't lack quality.
Yes, we have. We have that in abundance.
You know, I also think it's not about management.
Wow.
I've been...
Do you think our coach is up to the task?
He's the best coach we should have had that we have now.
Wow.
Because, I mean, it's a young man that whatever you give to him, he will take. He wants to make name. He's hungry for success. Don't bring a man who's already made. Who will collect...
but Parcero was 50,000. Not really
Parcero was fraud. I said it from the beginning. When he was brought in here, I said, I look at the CV of the man.
Despite the fact that he got us to the Nations Cup final.
No. That thing could have played without the coach and still got to the final.
Wow.
He was there in the final. What did we do?
Wow.
It's as simple as... If you watch, I was in Cote d'Ivoire.
Live.
I was there. So, and I followed the team. I know the team very well. I know what the players think about him. I know what the FA thinks about him.
Wow. How come they now left him for so long?
No, you see, it's the Nigerian factor. if we sack him now, won't Honourable say, we're always sacking coaches, So let's just wait.
We are always sacking coaches.
Yeah, we have to. I don't have a problem with sacking coaches.
Once they don't deliver.
Once you can't deliver,
you get out.
I mean, you can't, most times you can't even tell if a coach will deliver or not. And if you know, like it's difficult. Sometimes you just have to stay. I mean, England signing Thomas Tuchel, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. No,
okay, why? Because he won Champions League. That's all. But if you follow him, he's been sacked at the big stage. Yes. But he got to Chelsea, he came like this is the Messiah.
And he was sacked.
If actually did not come as a Messiah, he not turned out to be the Messiah. Taking Chelsea out to that doldrum
and the Champions League final.
Winning the Champions League. I mean, nothing beats that. So for Pesero, it was not the right man. What we needed is who we have right now. You see, I want us to understand and agree that this is the level our football is
right now.
Your expectations shouldn't be on top of a story building.
Wow.
You know, put it so where it belongs. Right now, this is where our football belongs. It's not about manager, it's nothing. And sometimes I also think that football is face.
Yeah, that's true. It's an error.
It's just an error.
It's a cycle.
And exactly that's what I was looking for. It's a cycle. If you go and bring Mourinho, he will fail in flying colors. Many managers have failed successfully. Not because they're not good, but because sport is a cycle, you must understand that it comes and it goes.
Wow. So, do you think we can should we go to the World Cup? Should we qualify for the next African Cup? Do you think Super Eagles of Nigeria, do we have what it takes? Look at Morocco, 2022 World Cup, they got to the semi-final. Morocco currently is the hot cake of Africa. They just won the CHAN recently. Do you think Super Eagles of Nigeria can challenge for major titles, major honors?
Let me shock you.
Based on what we have right now.
The Super Falcons of Nigeria were dead and buried. Went to the Nations Cup for women and we managed to finish fourth. We went to the World Cup. Even though salutations everywhere today, they talk about our Super Falcons doing well at the World Cup. That was shambolic. Who did we beat? Even the game we played with a man less. I mean, one
England
lady more than the English team. Yeah. They still beat us.
Yeah,
as it were.
Although on penalties.
It doesn't matter. No one will ask you how you won your game.
And we defeated Australia.
The first question will be, who won?
That's true. Nobody cares about how.
Some persons will say there are no minnows in football or sport anymore.
Yeah.
That's the greatest lie from the pit of hell.
So you still think there are...
It's not thinking. If there are no minnows, why do you have upsets?
So the word upset settles it up.
If there are no minnows, you can't... Look, Brazil cannot play Seychelles today and you put your smart money on Seychelles beating Brazil, would you?
No.
If Seychelles beats Brazil, what's it?
It's an upset.
So please don't... I always have a problem with people saying that there will always be minnows in football and in sport everywhere you turn. The Super Falcons went to the last Nations Cup.
Yes.
Even though we're saying we're going to win it the 10th time, a lot of persons, Nigerians didn't believe.
They doubted.
We went all the way. We didn't play the best of football. That much I can tell you. But you could tell from second, third game that it looks as if Nigeria might just win it too. And football will humble you.
Of course.
You just say that, look, it's not possible. Nigeria goes to the World Cup and they get to the semi-final. An ordinary Senegalese team, those names were not known before Korea, Japan.
Yes.
They got to the quarterfinal. Yes. If they were not celebrating before
playing
like Uruguay, they would have gotten to the semi-final. Or even
I think it was Turkey that knocked them out.
Yeah, I can't even remember the team that beat them. Okay.
It was even
Ghana.
golden goal.
It was Ghana that
Uruguay defeated
the golden hand of Suarez, the biter. The football, like I always say, you can't predict it. Maybe we need pastors, afars, and imams to be telling us this is the result. You. My call is not to tell you who will win or lose. So football is sometimes what you make of your luck. I've seen teams play so badly and they won at the end of the day. And the team that plays so well will lose. But Nigeria, we want to win all the time. Unfortunately, we like to climb trees from the top.
Okay, although my next question to you, you've kind of like answered it with my first question, but I will still direct it to you again. What are your candid views on how football is being run in Nigeria? What role do you think leadership has to play? Policies and or?
The first thing is for government to unsolve the day-to-day running of sports. That is not the responsibility of government. That's the problem. We don't have any other problem. We have human capacity to make things happen. Sometimes I talk to my friend Kevin, those guys outside of Nigeria, and their thinking is that we don't have capable people here. And I say it's not true.
It's not true.
Maybe when you left Nigeria, you were still staying in caves. We have left the caves a long time ago.
Yeah.
Everything you have there, we have them here. You understand? So what are we saying? A player that you think is not very good in the local scene in Nigeria leaves and he becomes a superstar out there. These are some of the things we should understand. Government should speak. I keep begging. Government should
hands off.
Leave sports alone. And I'm talking about the day-to-day running. Governors have no business in running football clubs. Let me shock you. You are an administrator. I am an administrator, for instance.
Yes.
And you stand in front of a governor in Nigeria. I say, Your Excellency, sir, you give me 4 years, I'll turn this club to something else. Or give me 8 years, for instance. And then you will stand in front of the same governor and you say, Your Excellency, you have appointed me today, Monday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll bring the trophy. He will tell Godwin, get out of this place. Oh, yes.
This one can deliver.
We don't believe in processes at all.
Yes, instant success.
Now, just get it done right now.
No.
That's why you must beat referees. That's why there are some stadia you can't support your team. Those things have not gone away. Sadly, you look, a brand wants to put money in the league. He starts thinking, are you sure today is Thursday, are you sure by Monday, Honourable Gbenga Legbele will still be chairman of the league?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Let me also tell you this. I went to Spain to study football management. One of the things we learned was that the chairman of the league, for instance, is appointed by the clubs. The 20 La Liga clubs will come together, appoint one person, based on his experience
and capacity,
or his know-how and capacity to run the league on their behalf. That man, individual, owes his allegiance to who? To the 20 clubs.
Not to the...
They also will give him a mandate. We need big money, TV and everything for this league. If you cannot deliver,
get out.
You will leave. He says, no problem. So he builds a team that can do that. Now, in Nigeria, I'll give you an example. The chairman of the league is appointed by government.
Yes.
Whims and caprices of the government. You must dance to it.
Of course.
Who is that chairman of the league that will go and talk to, for instance, in those days, Wike as governor of Rivers State, and tell him that I want to suspend Rivers United from the league? Can you?
You dare not.
You dare not. That man will be, it can be somebody on Monday, on Tuesday is gone. So if the owners of these clubs, private, are allowed to do what? Run their businesses. No man puts money somewhere and will not want the growth of that.
Of course.
Do you know in Nigeria? I've been general secretary of the club owners in the whole of Nigeria. Today, I'm the president
yes,
of all the 36 clubs in the Nigerian Football League, NNL, as it were. When we go to meetings, majority of why Godwin, chairman of Sporting Lagos, a private club, would take a decision on behalf of my club instanter. My colleague is going somewhere
to get approval.
Sir, this is what do I do? He has to take, he's calling his commissioner. The commissioner has to find out if what you want to do, like let's say the brand that want to sponsor that, whatever, is in the opposition party. Is it in the opposition party?
It's dead on arrival.
It's dead on arrival. So once government gives us facilities, give us equipment
and
grants, create an enabling environment, you will see that the private sector will come into it. So as simple as I said before, government should leave sport alone.
My next question to you will be, do you think we have in our leagues currently, Nigerian League has developed so many superstars, Victor Osimhen of this world, JJ Okochas of this world. Based on recent years, do you think our grassroots football can still, do they have the capacity to deliver these stars, global stars. Because the Super Eagles of today will hardly get local player from Nigerian League in the Super Eagles. And in most cases, when they even go, they are mostly on the bench.
Let me say something. Today's football in our country, Nigeria, owes its existence to the academies.
Yes.
The clubs are not producing nothing anymore.
Wow.
The academies are making money, millions of dollars. The football clubs, because they are run by government, nothing is coming. Are you getting what I'm saying? We have quality
This country.
right there every day. We don't lack quality players. We don't lack talent. The unfortunate thing is that I'm looking for the weaponization of poverty in our country has made the young player to think only that he can make it outside of Nigeria.
Yes.
And it's not wrong.
Young guy is always there.
And it's not wrong. Now, I'll personalize it. I run a basketball club, MFM. They are the champions of the league. Back to back. Now, I lost 7 of my guests to the league in Benin Republic.
Wow.
They pay like 7 times or 8 times more than what we're paying in Nigeria.
Wow. Benin Republic.
Just Benin.
Wow.
Only to find out that our coaches are in Benin now. Football coaches. Everyone is in Benin Republic. So, okay, I give an example. Captain of Remo Stars. You just heard about him, Junior Nuka. Captain of the Chan Eagles. That's the best of the home base. Left Remo Stars. And he has gone to Iraq.
Yes. I was going to throw that at you. Like,
Where?
do they even play football in Iraq?
Yes, I have a lot of players playing in Iraq.
Wow.
Where they are going to pay him 10 times more than what he's sending in Nigeria. So if you ask him not to go, you are wicked.
Wow.
So that's it. It's about poverty in the land. So before the boy knows how to kick and follow the football, it's gone. So he goes there and they polish him, he becomes a superstar.
Wow.
Unfortunately so. And they come from the academies, not the clubs anymore. Talent abound in our country.
To my esteemed viewers, thank you for watching another amazing episode of the Honourable Football Diaries. Remember, this is the only football podcast where banter meets bold takes and no position is offside. You will agree with me that so many bold takes, so many bold assertions were made in this episode. That's why we want you to flood our comment section. Let's have your feedback. Let's have your input. Remember, we are on all social media platforms. We are on X, we are on TikTok, we are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. Until this time next week, see you and God bless you all.